Greetings, Earthlings, Wisdom Keepers, Wisdom Seekers! Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is Tanya, and today we are talking about you Capricorns and this crazy intense eclipse that we are finally finishing with. Aren't you so excited? I know I am so excited for this to be over, ending a 2-year eclipse cycle between your 1st and 7th house Capricorns. We're also going to be talking about your next 6 months, and with that we'll be using 2 other events. Mars entering Aries, which had just started and will be there for the rest of 2020, and also Mercury retrograde, which is finishing in the next couple weeks, but still relevant seeing as it's happening in your 7th house. All 3 of these events that I've just glossed over for you are happening in your cardinal houses, Capricorn. Therefore, you can expect a tremendously transformative difference in your life. You're going to be finding, especially after this last eclipse that we're going through today on July 4th as I film this, so sorry if there's fireworks and background noise, my apologies, we're cohabitating, okay? But you know, you're going to be feeling that a lot because cardinal houses are the 4 main points in any given chart that are like the staple or the skeleton or the foundation of a chart. So when you have big events happen there, like eclipses, like Mars entering its own sign, etc., etc., you have life changes, okay, Caps? Before I jump into all the juicy details and what you can expect for not only July, but literally the rest of 2020, be sure to subscribe if you're not already. I do put out drops of wisdom daily, so you know it's here for you, be here for it, okay? I don't need to say anymore. You're Capricorn, you get it, okay? Also though, if you want a reading and you enjoy my style and how I really break down everything to build it back up and paint a comprehensive picture for you all, I am available for bookings. Just go ahead and reach out to me at WizdomDropz@gmail.com, and I will gladly look at your unique chart and answer your unique questions, Capricorn. So let's jump into it. As I said, Mars is entering Aries, okay? And for you all, that's actually really significant. That's going to be you know, a change for you, really, at the end of the day. And it's in your 4th house, so it has to do with family and home, but it's an invigoration and an energizing around those themes. And you could have, yes, more conflict at home. You could have more fights at home. You could have people coming at you in an angry, aggressive way at home. Or you, Capricorns, might have that energy yourself in interacting with your people at home who are closest to you in your home environment. So be aware of that energy, Capricorns, for the next 6 months. You are the sign of power, so learn how to conduct that within your home environment over the next 6 months to make sure you're not causing pain to other people, because as a Capricorn you already have a little extra juice, and with that Mars and Aries in the 4th house you could be really causing some pain or wounds to people. Also, just side note, you know, be careful around fires at home. Don't let that happen. You know, fires at home could be a thing that happen with this kind of placement, because Aries is where Mars is like the strongest along with Scorpio. So just don't let that manifest in a low vibration, or be aware and do preventative actions. You Capricorns are naturally cautious, but I'm just telling you to make sure that that is an item on your radar of things I know you keep on your radar. You know, there's a plethora, but moving forward, there's that. In a positive vibration that could be really energized, really motivated to do home improvement projects, even buy property, change places of living, you know, renovate, things of that sort. Are really blessed and guided and supported under this sky, Caps. So just be aware of that for you, that you can do that. You do have the energy to do that at this time. Congratulations in advance if you are a Capricorn moving or renovating your home. Cool. Another thing moving on is Mercury retrograde in your 7th house, which is in effect for, I'm saying, all of July, even though it ends technically like mid-July. Those of us who study astrology know it takes time for things to really settle in, aspects, transits, etc., etc. So, you know, you're rethinking a lot of your relationships, Caps. You might be renegotiating and changing up agreements, arrangements, documents, official documents like wills or certificates, things of that sort. As a Capricorn, you know, you're really reflecting more on your relationships and what they are and realizing what they are not. You know what I mean? There's a lot of clarity for you that's going on, and a lot of that, Caps, because it is Mercury, the planet of thought, and it is retrograde, aka 3 times as intense, in the sign of Cancer, which is all about emotions and feelings and stuff that you Capricorns are generally not super just naturally geared into. Those revelations that I mentioned are coming to you through more of those emotional means. So allow it to happen. It's guided by spirit. Sirius, okay, the star of the sun, the son of the sun, the most spiritual star of our entire galaxy as we know it, you know, the universe as we know it, is where the eclipse is actually happening. The sun is actually transiting that point, and Mercury is not far beyond that, retrograde. So So you're having some spiritual truths come up. They're from a place of emotion. Don't be afraid to feel, Caps. I know it's not your strong suit all the time, but you know, it's there for you. It's the medicine that the universe is asking you to work with right now. It might be tougher for some of you to deal with than others, but trust and believe that it's for you, and trust and believe what your intuition, your gut, what your feelings are telling you, Capricorn. You're a very logical person. Allow yourself to think, but don't forget the emotions. You're asked right now by Spirit to listen to those emotional thoughts, those emotional oriented thoughts, those emotional links and hooks in your soul that are being triggered right now. Listen to them because they're there for a reason. They're divine guidance signaling you to pay attention, okay? Especially in relationship to relationships, okay, Caps? Now, finally, last but not least, you're finally ending that 2-year cycle. I'm so excited for you. It's ridiculous. We have been through the ringer as Capricorn energy people. Trust and believe I understand. You have seen a lot of loss, a lot of change, Caps. Everything has been changing, but it's ending now. Sorry for that noise. So not my fault. Cohabitating. I apologize. But you know, with that said, you're ending that cycle and you're finally coming clear into who you are, and this is the last eclipse of this 2-year cycle, so you're releasing what no longer serves you for the next 6 months. Why is 6 months, Capricorn? Because it takes 6 months after a full moon for there to be a new moon in that same sign, okay? So it's going to be 6 months until we have a new moon in Capricorn, okay? Again, which right now we're having a full moon in Capricorn, okay? Because the moon itself is in Capricorn, the sun is in Cancer conjunct Sirius, the star, you know, of the universe. That's like the big freaking deal star. So you're accessing spiritual truths. You're letting go and shedding of what doesn't serve you, and you are coming into more of authentically who you are, Caps. Trust and believe that over the next 6 months, you're going to be seeing the results of all this hard work and detriment that you've had to deal with the last 2 years. It's crystallizing now. It's becoming apparent now as to why all of that was the way it was, okay? I hope this video has served you. I'm happy to answer questions for you. If you want a reading, again, it's WizdomDropz, all Z's, @gmail.com. I take my readings very seriously. I look into them with a lot of depth. I look at a lot of different angles, and I pull from a lot of different bodies of astrology to give you the most holistic, well-rounded, comprehensive assessment of your birth chart to answer your questions, okay? And you know, I really appreciate doing that for people, and I feel it's something I'm gifted at. So I would love to look at yours, Caps. Don't hesitate to reach out if my style resonates. Subscribe if you're not already. Like the vid if it brought you value, and all that jazz. And with that said, my friend, until next time and through next time, peace. May the stars be with you.